A very good morning, class 11th. So today we are going to continue the chapter Albert Einstein at School, written by Patrick Pringle. Although we started it earlier, but in between we had various other things also related to your exam and everything. So although I have explained you what this chapter is all about, we have discussed. So today we are going to have the reading from this snapshot book. We are on page number 25, so I am reading this chapter and line by line we will try to understand. So Albert Einstein 1879 to 1955 is regarded as the greatest physicist since Newton. In the following extract from the Young Einstein, the well-known biographer Patrick Pringle describes the circumstances which led to Albert Einstein's expulsion from a German school. Right, so it starts. Now there is a conversation between history teacher and Albert in the class. In what year, Einstein asked the history teacher, did the Prussians defeat the French at Waterloo? So he raised the history question. I don't know, sir. Why don't you know? You have been told it often enough. I must have forgotten. So he asked, history teacher asked from the Albert, and why don't you remember this? So he said he might have forgotten it. Did you ever try to learn? Asked Mr. Braun. So history teacher name is Mr. Braun. So he said that, have you ever tried to learn it? No, sir. Albert replied with his usual unthinking honesty. So with an honest answer he had given that no. Why not? I can't see any point in learning facts. One can always look them up in a book. He said that I don't find that there is any need to learn the facts. We can directly find the facts in a book. No need for learning it. Mr. Braun was speechless for a few minutes because Albert had spoken those words. You amaze me, Einstein, he said at last. Don't you realize that one can always look most things up in books? That applies to all the facts you learn at school. So Mr. Braun said that, don't you think that many of the things are there which we can find it in the book? But there is a need to learn it. There is a need to see those things. Yes, sir. Then I suppose you don't see any point in learning facts. Frankly, sir, I don't, said Albert. So Albert said, frankly, sir, I'm telling you, I don't think that learning facts is education. So according to him, learning facts is not education. Okay, then you don't believe in education at all. Oh yes, sir, I do. I don't think learning facts is education. He said, I believe in education, but learning facts is not an education. In that case, said the history teacher with heavy sarcasm, so sarcastically he mentioned, perhaps, you will be so kind as to tell the class the Einstein theory of education. So in a very sarcastic manner, teacher said that. So now we are going to have the Einstein theory of education because he is not interested to see the fact. He is not interested to learn the facts. Albert flushed, so he felt embarrassed. I think it's not facts that matter, but ideas. So he said that ideas are important, not the facts. I don't see the point in learning the date. No, there's a great example he mentioned. I don't see the point in learning the dates of battles or even which of the armies killed more men. I would be more interested in learning why those soldiers were trying to kill each other. So he said that I'm not interested to know how many soldiers have been killed when that war happened, so who all were involved. I'm more interested to know that why they have killed each other, why they were involved in that stuff. That's enough. Mr. Braun's eyes were cold and cruel, so Mr. Braun felt very bad that how Albert was responding. We don't want a lecture from you, Einstein. You will stay in for an extra period today. So he said that I don't want any lecture. You will stay today after school. You will attend one extra lecture. Although I don't imagine, then he further on carried on, although I don't imagine it will do you much good. It won't do the school any good either. You are a disgrace. I don't know why you continue to come. He said even your staying for the extra period would not matter to you or to the schools. You are a disgrace. You are like an insult here. So I don't know why you're coming to the school. So this Mr. Braun, the history teacher, said to Albert. It's not my wish, sir, Albert pointed out. He said, it's not my wish. I am not interested to come to the school either. Then you are an ungrateful boy and ought to be ashamed of yourself. I suggest you ask your father to take you away. So he said that you're a very ungrateful boy. I would suggest that your father should come and he should take you from the school because you are such an ashamed of yourself. Albert felt miserable when he left that school afternoon. Not that it had been a bad day. Most days were bad now. Now when he came out from the school, he felt miserable. But why? Because that day was bad too, but generally his days were bad in the school. Anyway, because he had to go back to the hateful place because he had to go back to his lodgings, that small rented place again where he used to live. He only wished his father would take him away, but there was no point in even asking. He knew what the answer would be. He would have to stay until he had taken his diploma. He said that even I wanted my father should come and take me away, but there is no use of saying it because first I need to complete my education diploma and then only I can leave this place. Going back to his lodgings did not cheer him up. In school also he was not happy, while going back to his place also he was not happy. His father had so little money to spare that Albert had been found a room in one of the poorest quarters of Munich. So he had a room in a very poor quarter. He did not mind the bad food and lack of comfort or even the dirt and squalor. Squalor is the false smell. But he hated the atmosphere of slum violence. So he said, I'm not feeling bad of the food or the atmosphere. I'm feeling bad because I'm not feeling bad for the food or the smell or everything. I'm feeling bad for the atmosphere, the surroundings. His landlady beat her children regularly, and every Saturday her husband came drunk and beat her. So there was a slum violence. Every day his landlady used to beat her children, and every Saturday her husband, when came in a drunk condition, he used to beat her. So there was a slum violence. But at least you have a room of your own, which is more than I can say, said Yuri when he called round in the evening. Now comes Yuri, his friend. So what happened here? He mentioned that at least now they both started had the conversation related to the place where they were living. So Yuri mentioned, at least you are having a place to live. At least you live among civilized human beings, even if they are all poor students, said Albert. So Albert said to Yuri in return, where you are living, that place is of civilized people, and where I am living, that's of uncivilized people. You are living at, well, it might be the poor student, but they are all at the civilized one. Yuri mentioned they are not at all civilized. Did you not hear that one of them was killed last week in a duel? So Yuri said that where I am living, even that place is not civilized. Have you not heard that one person has been killed in that duel? Duel means a fight of two persons. And what happens to the one who killed him? So he said, what happened to the one who killed the other? Nothing, of course. He's even proud of it. So Yuri mentioned the one who has killed, he's moving freely outside proudly. His only worry is that the authorities have told him not to fight any more duels. So he said that only authorities mentioned not to fight again. That's it. He is upset about this because he hasn't a single scar on his face to wear for the rest of his life as a badge of honor. So he is upset about this because he hasn't a single scar on his face to wear for the rest of his life as a badge of honor. So there was no scar, basically means that person who had killed not felt bad at all. Oh, exclaimed Albert, and these are the students. Well, you will be a student one day, said Yuri. So Albert mentioned, so these are the condition of these students. So he said, you are also going to be grown up and become that good, that student. I doubt it, said Albert glumly. I don't think I will ever pass the exams for the school diploma. He said, I don't think so I will become that student. Big student, the grown up one, because I don't think I'm going to pass the exam. Now the next role of Elsa would come here. So from here, we will continue in the next class. Till here, you need to understand this much, and then we are going to continue tomorrow. So send the work timely. Thank you. God bless you all.